So I don't know if you can hear me or not. So I'm just gonna try it, see what happens. So happy Saturday morning. Hope everyone's doing great. I am heading home from Indianapolis. Last night was Halloween. Halloween's one of my favorite holidays. It's the most fun holiday. I don't care who you are. It's the most fun holiday. What other holiday do you get to dress up? And for some people, it's about partying and carrying on like that, which I don't do that anymore. Happy to say that I'm 11 months sober. Off of everything. Hell, I don't even take ibuprofen. Well, when my pain's really bad. But thank God I haven't been in pain. Anywho, so I'm coming home from Indianapolis. I went to a Halloween boot scoot at a honky tonk in Indianapolis called Duke's. And the reason I went is because I got a notification on the socials that this place was closing down. So I was compelled to look into it and see what it was all about. And after doing some research, I found out it was a long-standing, pretty significant venue that I didn't know anything about. So who knows how it popped up on my algorithm. But I'm glad it did, because it was a fun night, though I didn't really spend a whole lot of time there. It doesn't really matter. The point I'm trying to make, the reason I'm filming this, is it's important to capture things, because nothing's forever. This place, Duke's, is shutting down. So I've read, so I've heard. And it's really sad because it's a cool spot. I would absolutely go back. There's something going on the 22nd. I think it's called the Last Rodeo. And I'm absolutely going to go. Because it's country music, and I love country music, and I'm not the greatest line dancer, so why not go and try to line dance? I'm really bad at line dancing. I get too in my head about it, and I like to think that I have rhythm. Like, I can dance. I have rhythm. But for me, line dancing is the counting and the changing. Sorry, my directions are popping up. So for me, the line, I get in my head because line dancing, it's following, it's following a pattern, but the patterns change at funny times. And me, being a musician of 20 plus years, I'm used to changes being predictable, And for me, line dancing, I've never been able to grasp it. And how the hell do you know when to move? Like, how do these people just hear a song and then they start doing the dance? I don't know. I'm going to do some research and learn how to do it. Because, why not? Why not? It's taking me out of my comfort zone, and I'll learn something new. Yeah, I'll look like a fool. Okay. Who gives a shit? Who cares? Who cares if you look silly? It's really kind of a funny thing. We're all really scared of looking silly, like it's some big bad monster that's gonna rob us of our joy. No, it's beautiful to be uncomfortable. But anywho, so this place is shutting down, and that'll make two places I've experienced this year, two music venues that I've experienced, final nights, last nights because of shutting down. And the other one was this place called the Rambling House, here in Columbus, which I love, has a great open mic, had a great open mic. And everybody I've ever met there was super nice. Very cool. But of course, my bad habits kept me from fully embracing and enjoying that venue to the fullest potential that I could, which is a shame. I've squandered so much time, traded so much time for momentary, temporary feel good, you know. But hey, whatever. I'm here now, and I'm sober, and I'm very, very happy. I'm much happier. I hope if someone hears this and they're going through something similar, understand that the minute you say no and you commit to it, oh man, everything gets just way better. I mean, yeah, the first couple months it sucks. You're going through a change, and we don't like change. Change is not cool, but it's good for you. It's really good for you. So, if you're somebody who's struggling, you better give it a shot. Try it for a couple months. Try being sober for a couple months. It's great. But anyway, the way this ties into what I'm saying is, if you don't do this, you're going to miss more than you realize. Because I know I have. I've missed a ton over the course of, God, I don't know. I've been carrying on and drinking and partying for close to a decade, and there's a lot that I've missed. There's a lot of moments in my mind that are popping up right now. Yeah. But if you're struggling, try it. Go to those events that you want to do. Do the thing that scares you. But missing out on these places, these venues, you know, it's significant. Some of these buildings you'll never set foot in again. And that's always been something that's bugged me, even when I was a little kid, and I would like take road trips with my parents. I would look at like buildings or fields or, you know, hilltops or patches of forest and say, I'll never stand in that forest. I'll never know what it's like inside that garage. I'll never, you know, it's just like a desire I had to explore and see everything. And when these venues close, that's like, to me, a physical door that's shutting in your face and locking permanently. And it's not so much the location. Yeah, that's definitely part of it. But it's the moment in time. It's the people you have the chance to meet, the connections you have the chance to make. Like the last night at Rambling House, I met a lot of like-minded people that had I been sober, had I been driven like I am now, focused, I could have formed relationships with, friendships with, and who knows, maybe I could have had more opportunities to play, or, you know, whatever. Could have had more chances. But instead, obviously, I missed out on things. But if you see something that you want to do, don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. And straighten up and focus your time on things that you want to do. It'll make you happier. It's not, I mean, I'm not saying go out and blow, you know, open up a credit card and spend all your money on going to see an artist you really like. I'm not saying be irresponsible with your money. I'm saying experience things. Wholly, sober. Go by yourself. If someone doesn't want to go with you, don't let others hold you back. That's another thing I've been experiencing lately. when it comes to spending my time the way I want to. I've been single for 3 years. I've been sober for almost a year. And I realize that a lot of things, relationships, addiction, has held me back in so many ways. I mean, I could go through a laundry list of things that I've missed out on. I'll spare you the details. But don't be scared to try something you want to do. I'm not a line dancer. I can't line dance. I did, so maybe I can. Maybe I can do that. The possibilities are endless. And I don't want to sound like a cliche. I know it sounds very cliche. But the possibilities are endless, truly endless. Especially if you're in a position like mine. Now I understand a lot of people have kids, especially at my age, 34 this month. Oh, that's scary. 34 this month. People have kids, people are married, some people are divorced, Yeah. Some people can't just get up and go. Do little things. Try different things. Paint nights are fun. Local shows are fun. You don't have to break your bank to go to a local show. And go to local shows. Support local music. Artists need that. Become a fan. Become a fan of somebody you really like. Someone that's local, someone that's up and coming. We all could use a little encouragement. You might make somebody's day. Some guy who's playing could be going through the motions. Just, why am I doing this? Nothing's working. Some people get discouraged, especially artists. Lift them up. Find something you like about them. Tell them. I know it's done me a huge amount of good when I've been playing this year at Groovy Plants, and some guy came up to me and said, "Dude, you sound like the radio. Like, you should be on the radio." Just like crazy. Some guy who was a professional violin player for the Cincinnati Orchestra or something. I forget exactly what he said, but he said he was a violinist for some big orchestra. I think it was Cincinnati. He came up to me and said, "Dude, you're like a top-tier musician." So I'm like, okay, oh, hold on. No, I'm not. But coming from a guy like that, coming from anybody, it's really nice. It's very uplifting. So go out there and uplift people. Tell someone at a show, "Hey man, that was cool. Good job." I know it's done me a lot of good. It's put some wind under my wings for sure. It's lifted me up. We all could use that. So yeah, getting back to these, going to these venues. It's really about catching things in the moment and being present, which is something that, that's an element that I've been living for the past 11 months. Being present. And that's hard. It's hard to, when so much shit is out there in the world, so much divisiveness, right, left, red, blue, pro, con. I mean, there's so many. You're looking for trouble and strife. You don't have to look for long. It's out there. It's everywhere. Being present is the best thing you can do for yourself. Because if you have an issue and you're present with it, you'll find a solution. You will. It's the natural cause and effect, right? You got a problem and you spend your time on it. You don't have, you don't divert your mind with scrolling or drinking or, doing whatever it is you do that misdirects you. If you spend time, you'll find solutions. If you spend time reflecting with yourself, completely sober, you will find solutions. Living in the present, I guess, is the through line of this conversation I'm having with myself, with you, whoever is listening, whoever is watching. Being present is a present. As cliche as that sounds, being present is a gift. We don't get a whole lot of time. I know I'm still young. Thank God I'm still young. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the age. I'm feeling a little bit older. I'm getting older. My hair's getting thinner. My body's getting a little weaker. I'm sore. It's just a little reminder that we're not here forever. So why take it so seriously? Why be so upset all the time? Why be so negative? Why be so perpetually unhappy? It's just not worth it. Be present. I saw this quote. Already screwed it up. I saw a quote. I don't remember where I saw it. But it was something like, anger is sold to you, and happiness is free. And it got me thinking, because I'm like, what makes me angry? It was the first thing I asked myself, what makes me angry? And not a whole lot makes me angry. Not a whole lot makes me mad. But I find myself, if I scroll just a bit too long, and I come across things that I disagree with, which I tend to come across things I disagree with more than I agree with, and that's not good. So I need to get off. I need to do like a 2-week-long social media cleanse. But time is what I'm selling. My time spent scrolling. My time letting outside sources influence my point of view. As opposed to like my own experiences. My time is what's getting sold. It's what I'm giving to receive, things that make me angry. Whereas happiness, going outside for a walk is free. I mean, yeah, okay, I'm still spending time, but it's time well spent as opposed to scrolling. I have to pay for my cell phone. Okay, so I have to pay for my cell phone and the internet that my cell phone is using, and it's just showing me things that make me angry. Okay, so now it's double my time because it's the time I spend at work making money, and it's the time I spend actually consuming the bad shit that's out there. Well, walking doesn't cost me anything, you know. Being in nature doesn't cost me anything. So I'm getting there, you know. So now I'm spending gas, spending time to buy the gas, but it's time better spent. You know. The nature's already out there existing, right? And the walking in nature is just an example. You know, okay, so here's something. I have had moments in the past couple of months where I've thought, man, if I lost my job, I'd be fucked. Like, there's nothing I would do. I'm so happy and comfortable in my job that I have right now, which is a double-edged sword. But it's mostly good for where I am right now because I have to gain my footing and rebuild all the bridges I've burned. But anyways, I've had some momentary fears of, shit, if I lose my job, I lose almost everything. But then I thought, well, you know what? I've been playing music this past year, and I've been getting paid for it. And I've been doing pretty all right for myself. You can't take that away from me. If I get fired, I still have that. What's in these fingers and in this mind and in this voice, I still have. And a company can't take that away from me. You know, a person that says you're fired can't take that away from me. And I'm kind of like, yeah, all right. It made me feel a bit better in that moment until I thought, well, that'd be a hell of a lot of work to maintain my current lifestyle and just do it solely through music. But then it's like, well, what would it take? And can you get there? And how much work would it realistically be? And everything's achievable. It's achievable. It's just a lot of work, a lot of discipline, which I'm working on, you know. I'm a lot further ahead than I was a year ago. Because a year ago, on a Saturday morning, I would have woken up probably still drunk, if I would have gone to bed at all, feeling absolutely awful, and with a significantly lighter wallet, and no gigs lined up, and no money coming in, no secondary source of income, and absolutely dreading the come down. Just being absolutely unhealthy and miserable. So, you know, I've made some pretty good progress. Oh. There is a cop with a big shiny light. And it's daytime and that thing is shiny. What is he doing? I am completely legal to drive, don't worry. First time in a long time I've been completely legal to drive. It feels good. That was another thing. A year ago, I was not legal to drive. I'll share an achievement with you. And for anybody who's listening to this who's still struggling with any sort of addiction, you can get out of it. If I can do it, I know other people can do it. Not saying it's easy. It's not easy. but a year or so ago, yeah, about a year ago, I had no license. I was staring down the barrel of this astronomical payment that I had to make in order to reobtain my license. And it seemed impossible. I mean, there was just that voice in me that said, there's no fucking way. There's no way I'm gonna be able to get that paid. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. You know, I'm just gonna keep drinking and carrying on and being an asshole, and you know, there's no hope, so I'm just not gonna do it. And God, what a loser. What a freaking loser I was. And that's no way to live your life. And you're missing out on so much. I missed out on so much. That's why I've been doing things like going to bars that are closing. Going places I may never go again. Trying new things that scare me. Yeah, we're all afraid of looking like a fool, you know? We're all scared of looking silly. Ego. That's ego. Your ego is not your amigo. Comprende? Not your amigo. So I got my act together, and I dug myself out by doing something I love. Turning music into a second job. And if it wasn't for, you know, a certain couple that I think believed in me, they seem like they do, which is really sweet, and they know who they are. If it wasn't for the opportunities that I got, I'd be stuck in the mud. I wouldn't have had a realization that I had something worth fighting for. And there were a couple people involved in that, and I owe them. I really do. I owe the people that helped me get out of that rut. You know. But I did it myself. You know, I played music and spent time, worked on my set list, and I paid that astronomical bill that I didn't think I was going to be able to pay. Strangers tipped me as I was playing music, and tipped me a crazy amount. Like an unfathomable amount of money. There's just all of these people, and I was able to have in cash what I owed to the government. Essentially, the government is who I had to pay, and I made it happen. I got my license back. I got insurance. I got a car. I'm fixing up that car. Ground up, man. Ground up. And everything looks tall from the ground. Everything looks tall from the ground, man. But everything's always going to look tall if you stay on the ground. So you got to get off the ground. You got to get up. can do it. You can absolutely do it. The only thing that was holding me back was myself. And I spent a couple years feeling sorry, like really sorry for myself. And it didn't get me anywhere. And it turned me into a giant freaking loser. You know? And hey, there are still people out there that think I'm a loser. Okay. So what? Nobody spends more time with me than me. And I know what I'm doing. I know the risks I've taken and the sacrifices I've made and the work I've put in. I know where I was. I know where I am now. And they can keep thinking what they think. And the people who think you're silly for trying to line dance, so what? So what? Don't be deterred by the people who think you're silly for trying to line dance. Because they didn't come out the womb knowing how to line dance. They had to learn somewhere. Some people have to hit rock bottom. Some people find rock bottom's trapdoor. Some people stay there. And some people get out. And I hope wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope that you climb your way out. And I know you can. Because if I can do it, dude, if I can do it, it's anybody can do it, you know. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Alright, I'm home now. I think I am going to post this. Maybe some people do need to hear this stuff. So anywho, wherever you are, whoever you are, I hope you have a great day. See ya.